This is going to be a different kind of Calmo conversation than I was intending, but I want to give my 2 cents on the Modern Warfare 3 beta. And I was going to try and do like kind of how my old Calmo conversations were, having gameplay in the background of me doing audio later, but I kind of want to show stuff as I play the game, what I know I don't like, what I know I do like. And I do want to preface this by saying I don't think this is a bad Call of Duty game. I've played worse. Modern Warfare 2 was absolutely worse than this game. Infinity Ward has learned like a bit from what I can tell. And I won't lie, I've been in like Discord the whole weekend playing with people, complaining about the game, ranting. I start going off at times when it's very frustrating. I think a lot of people know by this point that I get pretty passionate. And I get in the heat of the moment, but I just kind of wanted to bring back a Calmo conversation and tell everybody what I thought about this game for the first weekend of the beta. I was thinking about holding off until the second weekend, but I honestly just kind of felt like recording. I was pretty indifferent when I first started this beta. I was like, the first couple of games I played, I had a really good time. And then, of course, that skill-based kicked in, and the further it went on, I was like, okay, we're hitting to the point where I can tell I'm starting to get burnt out. But it's just, like, it's been such a flip-flop the whole weekend on me enjoying the game and not enjoying the game. I'll just stop yapping, because I know I'm not going to explain myself very well, but I'll just kind of play the game and point out things as I go. I do have notes here, but I mean, I'll kind of just skim over them and maybe we'll kind of run into it as we play. So what I wrote down for what I like: the user interface and menus are much easier to navigate compared to previous years. Huge improvement, and things are very easy to find. Now this is very true. If you have played Call of Duty, I would say since Modern Warfare 2022, the menus had been getting really bad. And by bad, I mean like literally picked up a guy that worked on Hulu menus to do the stuff. So like a lot of the menu stuff was horizontal and it was just like super laggy as well. But this game, everything is vertical. Like the menus are very responsive, just like clicking stuff you can go through. When in previous games, it's like there would be lag in between stuff like loading. I will say the menus are a huge step up from what we've had. Like very good UI, very clean. I like the way it looks. It's not obnoxious to look at. I really like how the UI is. The aesthetic of the game is very clean. I like the look of the operators and skins, and the guns look very gorgeous and crisp. I also agree with that still. You can tell it looks like a Modern Warfare game just because of how Infinity Ward does these games. Like everything's always super crisp. Just like the gun details, the sounds. They always have that milsim look right off the bat. And, you know, that could be thrown off by bundles or whatever in the future. But as this game is right now, I really like the aesthetic. And obviously there's some certain things in game that we will go after. But I've got a lot of stuff here, honestly, that I could like repeat over and over again. But we'll just kind of get into the game, because also theoretically quick play is what we are going to be getting for the full game. I really don't know what the matchmaking is going to be like for the launch. Holy fuck, that was actually so quick to find a game. What the hell? I don't know if we're going to get open matchmaking for launch, and I really doubt that we will. But basically, if you don't know, open matchmaking was the closest thing we'll get to the old school style of matchmaking where ping was the primary factor. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. What was the score? Oh, I'm good. No, I'll leave. Infinity Ward wanted to talk about stats with the open matchmaking, about people leaving and saying this new stuff, people are not leaving. That is not true. I think I've been in more matches where people have left with this matchmaking than I've seen stay. So to show them their statistics, if you're playing this beta and you're in a bad match and you keep on running into blowouts, leave the game. Let them know that it is a problem. Let them know that it does not matter what you do. People will leave. And using a backing out statistic as something for matchmaking is really dumb, because even when we did have no skill-based matchmaking, people were backing out. Or not no skill-based matchmaking, but what they say is that we had it back then, but it is not the same. but people have always backed out of games. So using that as an argument, especially for Call of Duty where there's no punishment for leaving a game, is really dumb. So as I'm playing, I'm just kind of remembering what I wrote down in my notes. If you don't know much about Call of Duty, we've had this tac sprint mechanic in the game since Modern Warfare 2019, and it kind of acts as a super sprint. Oh, fuck. To where it's like you get a little boost. It's such an unnecessary addition to the game, in my opinion. You look at a game like BO7 or even BO6, where BO6 included a perk that removed tac sprint, but upped your base sprint speed. And the game just feels so much more smooth that way. With tac sprint, you gotta hit your stick twice. It increases thumb fatigue. It makes sprint out times longer. It's just not it, and it's not necessary. And I really think we could do without it. And I'm sure there's some people that like tac sprint. I think Warzone players are fond of it, which it makes sense in Warzone because you're crossing like such big areas. Decent way of moving around the map, but honestly for multiplayer it's not necessary. We can just get rid of it in its entirety. I mean, even this match right now that I'm playing, it's not bad. People think when you're advocating for no SBMM, you're asking, oh, every match I play, I want to absolutely stomp the lobby. I want it to be as easy for me as possible every game. That's not what we're asking for. We are asking for a variety of matches, because what this SBMM does is that when you first start off, when you first like open a new Call of Duty game, they will give you a match that's like fairly easy. That seems to be my experience with every new COD game, is your first match will usually be fairly easy to intermediate. And then after that, depending on if you do well or bad, you will be put into the torture nexus. That is your next 10 games, you will be put up with players that are quote unquote of your skill level. And it feels like you are being punished for do well. And you have a lot of people in this community advocating for this system as a great ranked system. And they do use it for ranked, but it's just not the way to do it for public matches. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't make the game feel fun. You are essentially working harder for no reward. Like, there's nothing to show your skill in this game. Like, rank doesn't matter to show your skill. Like, there's no sort of reason to actually do well in public matches, because nobody cares about wins in Call of Duty. Let's just state that right away. Nobody gives a fuck about the objective. Nobody's going around showing your win-loss. Everybody is showing off their KD. So to implement an SBMM system like this to try and make people like want to win games is just not it. And I could beat the SBMM discussion to death. It already has been since 2019 now. And I could spew out what everybody else has said. In conclusion, I just don't think it should be in the game. And if it has to be, make it like open matchmaking where it's minimally considered, because that was the most natural COD multiplayer had felt in a long time with the first half of BO7. Like, even though that game was getting shit on, the multiplayer experience was honestly just great. It was fun to play, even if people didn't fuck with the aesthetic. Like, it just felt fun. It didn't feel like I would have to get on and then like leave every match that I'm getting shit on. Like, it felt like I could put up a fight even when I was losing. But in this game, it's like when you're getting blown out, it's like you're getting shit on, your teammates getting shit on. It's like there's nothing you can do. And I know I'm talking about the negatives a lot in this video, but in my experience, it's easier to talk about why I don't like something than when or it's not that, it's more like when I find something negative, I can point out all the ways I want it to be better. And I feel like that takes more time than rather when I find something positive, I'm kind of just like, yeah, I like this. I think they're going in a good direction. Let's keep it the way it is. When it sounds like I'm ragging on this game like a lot, it's just me more explaining, all right, there's this negative aspect. Here's what I think they should do to fix it, and why would they do this? Like, I try to think in my mind, why would they do this? What is the reason? And I like, this game's reputation is in the fucking gutter. It might be worse than BO7's beta, to be honest with you. I did not see anybody shit on BO7's beta this hard, even though that game was like considered one of the like worst received CODs. I think Modern Warfare 4 like might be up there. I don't really, I know why people are like exhausted of this franchise, and I think it's mainly burnout. Like, these people are buying the game every year, and the vocal majority of people that are complaining about this game are the ones that have pre-ordered it every year and played it every year. So it really just feels like burnout more than actually criticizing like the game itself, because a lot of stuff is the game has no identity. It looks the same as last year. And honestly, take it from me as well, because I haven't pre-ordered this game either. Take a break from COD this year. Just do not buy the game. Speak with your wallet. Just don't buy the game. Stick with BO7 like you were. Stick with BO6. Go back to Modern Warfare 3 even if you feel like it. But show Infinity Ward. If you're not fucking with the game, don't buy it. And I know that saying pay with your wallet is just kind of stupid, because people will buy Call of Duty anyway. They'll still sell millions of copies, and Activision will see that as a success to continue selling these games every year, rather than doing them like bi-yearly, waiting a couple of years. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it will happen unless the franchise truly like takes a mega plummet. And like, it's a well put together game. Like, it's not like the devs are completely untalented. Like, the animations and like gunplay, it's like they clearly put love and effort into this. It's just like people are burnt out. Then some people feel obliged to buy the game every year because they're just like genuinely stuck in that cycle. That time of year rolls around, November, October, and they're looking for a game to play, and there's always the new Call of Duty, and they're stuck in that cycle. And that's how I've been for the past however long now. But this is the first time in years where like I just haven't pre-ordered the game, because I'm just like, well, I don't really see a reason to. Like, Discord was handing out the early access open beta if you had Nitro. And that's like the only reason to pre-order the COD games. Like, nobody gives a fuck about the bundles. And like, especially this year when people were dogging on the soap skin, or not soap, ghost. Just not much of an incentive to pre-order this year. They hand out beta codes like everywhere. But besides me ranting about negative things, let's talk about the positive, the gunplay. I do think it is good. I don't think it is bad. I think that the visual recoil is a little bit higher than something like BO6, BO7. Like, it's got some gun shake there, but if you played Modern Warfare 2, you will know that this is a massive improvement from that. Like, Modern Warfare 2, most of the guns you could not see where you were shooting at. Like, muzzle smoke, like gun shake, it was just not good. And this game heavily improves on that. And I know I say a lot, and in all honesty, I'm not really good at reviewing things. If you've talked to me on like Discord or anything, you'll know that I've shown people like my old review videos from this YouTube channel. I'm not a good reviewer. I lose my train of thought. I don't put my thoughts into feelings very well all that often. Even like, I really want to improve on that by writing stuff down. Though I write stuff down and I get a script, it's just like I still feel like I missed the mark on what I was trying to say. So I think that's also one of the reasons I kind of opted out of doing the commentary thing and just talking while I'm playing the game, because I think I'll notice things a lot better. I believe they made the TTK higher than it was before, because at the beginning of the beta it was very short. A lot of guns were like, you had no time to react. It was turning into the whoever shoots first win type of deal. ARs were killing in like 3, 4 or less bullets, and like I would say 4 to 6 is like a sweet spot, but like they were killing very fast. Like the AK in this game, I'm not sure if it's still a 3-shot kill. There were just some weapons that were just unbelievably way too fast. And you know what? It looks like it's still a 3-shot kill. That's unfortunate. There was a bug with this game. It was honestly a funny bug where you pulled out the flashbang and you would lose like 50 FPS. I think that supposedly they fixed it. I haven't tested. Oh, this thing, best play. Get rid of it. It's pretty blatant. Nobody likes it. It takes a while. It looks super fucking cheesy. The speed up to slow-mo thing. It's like, you think we would have learned that from Vanguard when everybody, because Vanguard had a best play system, and they also had like a MVP system where you voted for the players at the end of the match. Nobody wants to see that. So we can just Get rid of that. Nobody likes it, but I know you paid people to do the animations and blah-de-da-de-da. You'll just have to take the L on that one. Like, nobody wants it. I'm sorry. Another nice thing they do now, this hasn't been a thing in COD. When it's searching for a match now, it tells you what region, what server you're connected to. And as I say that, it didn't say, oh yeah, no, it does. Okay, yeah, it says I'm in the Southwest with 53 milliseconds of ping. That is nice, when before it would just put you into a match and you kind of have to guess what your ping was. Like, you did not know until you open the game. With this now, if you for some reason get loaded into a match with bad ping, you can see it right there and you can go, oh, cancel. I'm not playing on a plus 70 ping game. And it looks like we're getting Silkworm. Now, this is going to be a good map to show you guys something that has become a problem in the recent Call of Duties, starting with BO7, and it's their use of generative AI. On this map, there are some spots where it is blatantly AI generated, and we'll take you there. And at first I was like, okay, it's just a couple things. Not saying that that's excusable at all. Okay, so god fucking damn. Oh my, where? Dumbass. Okay, this is clearly AI generated. So you got that, you got this stuff, and then we got this chicken. If you look at the text, that is clearly AI. You can't really tell. If you have a sniper scope, you can tell better. That's AI. This is AI. I don't know about this one. This looks legit. This is AI. Clearly, it's just like they plaster all this stuff all over the map with AI generated pictures, and people have been pointing it out on Twitter, but I honestly don't know if it's going to be anything that's going to break their, not commitment to it, but like them using it. Another complaint I have, despite everything, like the little stuff they can't even bother to get somebody to do. I will give Infinity Ward this. They are listening to stuff, but there's also some bigger things that they just haven't addressed, and I think that's more on Activision's side. Like people replying to Infinity Ward about SBMM. I don't think that's their call. I think that's Activision implementing that. There was a rumor a while back that Treyarch was pushing for like lower SBMM non-disbanding lobbies, and they got to do a little bit of that with BO7, but it seems in the end it didn't seem that it matched up with their metrics, so they just completely ditched on it. I'm just curious what they say about the metrics for this one, because the game lost 50% of its player count on Saturday alone. It peaked at 100K. Right now, I would guess it's around 40,000 to 50,000. It's such a hard drop off, and to like not address that it has something to do with SBMM would be kind of insane. Because at this point, I really don't think the gameplay is bad. I do like the movement. Literally, the only complaint I have about the movement is tac sprint. I think tac sprint should just not be in the game. I think the sprint should just be this. And I go to show it, and I think it should just be this. Dude, oh, and another thing, you usually can't leave during this. You can now, but you can just leave matches at the defeat screen now. I'm a firm believer that it was one of the things that the system used to kind of like calculate your next match, like look at your KD and stuff to put you into a next game. But for some reason, you can just leave now. But let's try open mosh pit. Let's see if I perform any better. I feel like this video is going to be bad. I feel like I'm just saying a lot and it's kind of incoherent. But I want to put something out because I told a lot of people I would, and I want to try and get back into the swing of things, because I told a lot of people that if this COD was good, I'd really like to get back into making edits or like montages and stuff. But I mean, the sniping is good. The sniping is really good in this game. It feels very accurate, like not the fastest, but obviously I don't have all the attachments unlocked for most stuff, but the sniping feels great. I don't know. It's kind of an unpredictable year to what this game will do. It's kind of just everybody sitting and waiting to see what Infinity Ward has to say. Oh, and the maps, they aren't great in my opinion. Like, yeah, they have the 3-lane design, but they have so much like of this stuff, and like there's so many directions and buildings. It's like going back here and the doors are back so people can like sit behind doors and wait for people to run in. And then there's like upstairs and downstairs. It's like there's just so much to them when I feel like you don't need all this, and like windows everywhere. It feels like we're just kind of hitting that Modern Warfare 2019 type of play style where you encourage people to sit in buildings and just watch like these center lanes. Whoa, what the fuck? Secret challenge? Wait, what did I just get? What the fuck? I'll have to look at that after the game. I don't know what I just got. I didn't know there were challenges in this beta. Was it a camo? Another thing with this game, I don't know if I'll put up a video or whatever, or like pictures. The mastery camos are nuts, like really good. All of them are animated, multiplayer, DMZ Warzone. They all look really good. And that is one of the big things made me want to play, especially Modern Warfare 2019, was the camo grind. It adds so much depth to the game. If the camos look great, it even drives you to do it more. So like to see them put like they've really upped their game with the camos this year, I'm very intrigued. Oh, and this map, they're calling it the new Shipment. It's a little bit bigger than Shipment, and honestly, I don't fuck with it personally. I think it's got a little too many corners like this, like Shipment crate here. I don't like its placement. This video is kind of a test run to see if I can manage to speak. That's kind of the best way to put it, because I mean, I'm in like Discord calls, I'm ranting, I'm like telling people what I think of what I do, and it's like I feel like I'm proud of what I say, and I'm very confident in what I say, but it's like I hit record and I'm like, fuck. I'm like, holy shit, dude. And I go back to edit. I'm like, what were you saying, man? I don't know. It's just hard for me to put my thoughts into words, I think is the big thing. I think I say a lot of stupid things. I think I say a lot of stuff without thinking. Not the smartest. I want to improve, but I just know at face value that is kind of what I do. I also did try and stream a little bit, and I do have fun with streaming, but I kind of want to try and focus on playing games over there rather than yapping, because I did start a Undertale playthrough. I will make it back to it eventually. I'm sorry for those of you that have been waiting for my next stream. It's just kind of like I get busy and I get home from work and I'm tired. But I do like it when I boot it up, right? It's like, it's fun. I have a lot of fun talking to people, reading chat, and I don't want to seem like just a tired dude on stream, just like, all right, we got another part of Undertale. Let's trudge through it. I like to do stuff when I am in the mood. And I know that there's some cases where you do just kind of have to push yourself to start, and you will have fun in the moment, obviously. Like, you can't just procrastinate forever and be like, I'll do it when I'm in the mood. It's just kind of hard to motivate yourself when you come home from like an 8.5-hour shift and you like sit at your desk and you're like, ah, fuck, do I just want to play the game, or do I want to open OBS and do I want to record it, and then do I want to go over to an editor? It's like, oh, you know? It's like, oh, yeah, that's the Modern Warfare 4 beta. The open one comes out next weekend, so if you are curious about this game at all, and if you truly want to see if it's as bad as people are saying on Twitter, it's going to be completely free to try. Xbox, PC, PlayStation, Switch 2 even. I might have to give that a shot, because there's gameplay out there of Switch 2, and it honestly looks smooth. Like, it runs 60 FPS, handheld, docked. I mean, obviously there's going to be like texture stuff, but like, I mean, for what it is, it's honestly impressive. But overall, I have had fun on this beta. There's just been like certain things here or there that if they truly do mean that they want to take feedback and make this a good Call of Duty game, I think we would be in for a great year. Address the matchmaking, remove tax sprint, in my opinion, remove the best play thing. Infinity Ward is known to innovate, push the game in a new direction, whatever. I just don't think you should push it too far in a different direction to where it makes it dog shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you guys for watching. Love you all. We'll see you later.